Hello everyone, welcome back to the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. My name is Joseph. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to check out this video. Please don't forget to click the like button if you like this video, or hit the thumbs down if you don't. Also, if you enjoy the contents of this channel, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. With that said, let's get started. Today, I'll be showcasing Primeape from Battle Styles. Primeape is a single strike Pokemon with 120 HP with 2 attacks. The first one is Field Crush. For 1 colorless energy, it will deal 20 base damage, and if your opponent has a stadium in play, you can discard it. Its second attack is Steamin' Mad Strike. For 2 fighting energy, this attack will deal damage 50 times each Pokemon in your bench that has any damage counters on it. So if you have a full bench of Pokemon with damage counters on them, this attack can deal a maximum of 250 damage without any other modifications. However, we do have access to single strike energy, and this can only be equipped to single strike Pokemon. However, it does provide either a dark or a fighting type energy, and it increases your attack damage by 20, and this can stack. So if you have all 4 of these attached to our Primeape, it can increase its attack by 80. And I've also added Martial Arts Dojo Stadium in this build, which increases the attack of Pokemon with a basic fighting energy attached to it by 10 or 40 if you're behind on prizes. So at its fullest potential, Primeape can technically deal anywhere from 340 to 370 damage. So the next challenge is to get damage counters on your bench. This is where Donphan comes in, and we'll be using this more for its Earthquake attack. For just 1 fighting energy, it can deal 120 damage to your opponent's active, and this attack will deal 20 recoil damage to all of your own benched Pokemon. However, when we switch Donphan out of the active, it will not have any damage on it. That's why Jinx is very helpful with this deck. It has the Ominous Posture ability, which once per turn allows you to move 1 damage counter from one Pokemon to another of your Pokemon. So we can use this to make sure that we have as many Pokemon on our bench with damage counters on them, which will potentially increase Primeape's attack. And to help us energize Primeape will be Houndoom. Houndoom is also a single strike Pokemon with a very unique ability, Single Strike Roar. Once during your turn, you can search your deck for a single strike energy and attach it to one of your single strike Pokemon, and the Pokemon you attach the energy to will receive 2 damage counters on it. Not only will this help energize Primeape, this will also help put damage counters to your Pokemon, and then just use Jinx to move those damage counters around. And Houndoom can also attack with Darkness Fang. For 1 dark and 1 colorless, it will deal 50 damage. You can use the single strike energy to fulfill this attack's dark energy requirement. And finally, I'm using Snorlax for its Gourmandize ability. While it ends your turn, you can draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. This will be our main drawing engine. As for the other cards worth noting, I do have a full set of Urn of Vitality, which can recycle 2 single strike energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. I'm also using Bruno, which shuffles your hand back to the deck and then you can draw 4 cards. But if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your opponent's last turn, you can draw 7 cards instead. And I also have 1 Karate Belt. If you have more prizes remaining than your opponent, the attack cost of your Pokemon this is attached to will cost 1 less fighting energy. And lastly, I've included 2 stone energies for added defense. And that's pretty much it. The deck list will be in the description below, but enough talk, let's see some gameplay. Alright, so we're gonna go first here. We're gonna have to mulligan, there's nothing there. Alright, cool. We got the Donphan line. That's going to go into the active. That's really going to help us out in setting up our damage counters to our bench. Alright, so it seems like we're up against a Centiskorch VMAX deck. So let's get our Snorlax with the Quick Ball. We have a switch, so we'll switch that into the active. And we're just going to Gourmandize here. So the main setup for Centiskorch here, they're going to be using Volcanion to energize it as quickly as they can. One thing about playing Pokemon cards is that knowing your opponent's strategy so that you can work around it. I think that's the main thing, really, knowledge of the Pokemon cards that your opponent is using. So let's evolve into Donphan here. And gonna use Evolution Incense to get Houndoom, so we can start using its ability. We don't really need to use Houndoom that much, to be honest with you. Hold on. Yeah, let's just Professor's Research here. We gotta start setting up our Primeapes. Okay. We get another Donphan line Manphy. Just put an energy on Donphan. And yeah, I'll just put Snorlax to thin out our hand so we can get 3 cards here. Alright, we got Mankey and another level ball, so we can set up 2 even if they knock out our Snorlax, because they are in knockout range of any of our Pokemon. So the thing with Centiskorch, it deals a lot of damage and it has a lot of HP. I haven't seen a lot of players using this one in tournaments. But Centiskorch, since the release of Battle Styles, there's just a lot more options that a lot of competitive players are looking into, especially with the higher tier decks that they want to go up against, so that they can have a better matchup against them. So they have been using the new Urshifus a lot of times, but okay, so they're gonna boss order our Houndoom and just knock it out. But that's not really our main source of energy, because we do only need 2 anyways. So what we're gonna do here is just use level ball to get another Mankey, because the life expectancy of Primeapes is not really that good. I think I'll just Earthquake here. That'll hit everybody in the bench, and it's gonna chip damage. We are behind on prices, so Donphan's attack actually increased, so now it just requires 180 damage. So with that special fire energy giving it extra HP, but still it's still within knockout range. We just need to evolve into... Alright, yeah, so they're gonna give up 3 prize card off of this. Yeah, so if you're not familiar with your opponent's deck, that's what's gonna get you sometimes. So let's evolve into Primeape here. Yeah, I'm gonna Marnie because we need an energy. And maybe we can set up another Houndoom, because we won't be able to energize the other Primeape as quickly in the next turn. Let's just put this for added damage. So let's get our Houndour. Put that on the bench, and we're gonna Steam and Mad Strike for 260. More than enough, actually. We just KO'd a 3 prizer. That's cool. So we can use Pokemon Communication, exchange Houndour to get a Houndoom. Even if they knock out this Primeape in our active, we can energize Primeape with Houndoom. So we'll just attach the stone energy. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna put Manphy though in the active, so that we can deal chip damage, and then that will hit the 2 Houndours in the bench. Yeah. So not only are we dealing chip damage, we'll be increasing the damage of Primeape in the long run. So let's do this. Put the Karate belt here. We are equal in prizes, so it really won't make any difference. And then we are going to be able to draw 7 cards here because Primeape just got knocked out. Let's get the urn just in case, because we don't want to run out of that, especially when we use Houndoom. Let's bump out that giant hearth with our dojo, and I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just gonna earthquake here for 120. Okay, so when we do switch out into Mankey, we can use Professor's Research. We should be able to get Primeape off of that draw. So when we do put Primeape in the active, we'll have 4 Pokemon with damage counters on them. Okay, that's gonna knock it out. So let's put that there. Since we are behind on prices, we actually need only 1 energy. So let's put the stone energy there. And let's use Quick Ball. Get another Mankey. Alright, then we're gonna use Professor's Research. There's a Houndoom. Yeah, let's evolve into Houndoom here. We will need that single strike energy to increase our attack. So let's just put it here. And Steam and Mad Strike. 220. Oh, it survived by 30. Oh, you know what? We should actually put that on the bench, because we have the energy requirement already, and that 30 damage that we just needed could have been fulfilled with the 50 extra damage when we put that damage counter on our Mankey in the bench. A little slip up there on my end. Alright, well, that's fine. We have boss's order anyways. So let's do exactly what we were supposed to do in our last turn. And this should be enough to knock it out. I can't believe it survived by 30. Alright, Steam and Mad Strike for the win against Centiskorch VMAX. Not bad. Primeape is really strong. Good game. Okay, so our opponent chooses to go first. We're both gonna mulligan. We got a Snorlax, which is a good start for me. So let's put a Snorlax in the active. We can set up our Mankey on the bench. Victini V, okay. Victini V. Yeah, I played a few games with the Victini V using VMAX decks. Victini V is very fast. All it requires is 2 energies, and they can just gust up your V Pokemon, and then they'll just knock it out very fast. But they're dealing with single prizers here, so we should be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Pokemon Communication, get a Phanpy. That way we can set up for bench damage. So I'm gonna just discard that, get a Houndour. You can always just get that one with the Urn of Vitality. So I'm gonna Marnie here. We get another Mankey, which is good. That can go in the bench. And then I'll put the Stone Energy on Phanpy, because that's the first one that's gonna attack. So that's the whole thing with this build. The first Pokemon that should be attacking is Phanpy. Or, not Phanpy. Donphan. So I'm just gonna use our Urn of Vitality here, and I'll get rid of Marnie so I can use Quick Ball. And I'm gonna get another Mankey. No, I'll get another Houndour. Yeah. Having 2 Houndour might be a little too much, but sometimes when you just need to switch up into a new Primeape, you can just put 2 energies on it real quick, especially if you don't have energy in your hand, because I am only using 12 in this 10 in this build, so I have 2 stone energies, 4 basic, and then 4 single strike. So Houndoom is definitely a key Pokemon here. So they're gonna get our Houndour. That was the only one that I could really give up when they forced us to switch, but that's okay. Phanpy will be able to go into the active. We can use Pokemon communication so that we can get a Donphan so that we can attack, and we can just use level ball to get another Mankey or a Houndour. Let's see. Let's get the Houndour, and then let's see. Yeah, that's fine for now. Let's just use Earthquake, hit for 120. Now our whole bench has a lot of damage counters on it. Victini V only hits for 200 plus damage against other V Pokemon, V or VMAX. So we should be fine. Donphan should be able to survive its attack. It's only hitting for 200 damage. Or 100 damage. 100 damage. And we have Stone Energy, so it's gonna reduce that even more, which is good. So this matchup is pretty good. We are looking good with this one. I am thinking though, I do have a 3-3 line of Houndoom in this build. I think 3 Houndoom is a bit overkill. I'm thinking of using Mew. I don't have a Mew in this build just yet. With a lot of Urshifu, Rapid Strike Urshifu running around. And actually a lot more Pokemon with bench damage. Mew is actually a really good tech to have in your deck. So I'm thinking of giving up 1 Houndoom and then just put a Mew. One thing you do have to keep in mind though, that Donphan's Earthquake hits for 20, so Mankey only has 60 HP. So if you hit too much Earthquake and you can't switch out Donphan, it's just gonna you're gonna knock out your own Pokemon. So just be wary of that. Don't overkill with your Earthquake, and you should be fine. Because like right now, if you hit twice with Earthquake, you're gonna knock out Houndour, you're gonna knock out our 2 Mankeys, and you're gonna give up 3 prizes for free, you know? So don't do that. That's why switch is very important in this deck as well. So use it sparingly, use it only when you need it, and don't professor's research it when you don't have to. So switch is important. Donphan has 4 retreat costs. That's one of the downside to Donphan, but good for what it's intended to do with this build. So our opponent is building up Heatran GX, and they're gonna Manaphy, force us to switch. I'll just switch into Snorlax, that's fine. So if they knock out Snorlax and we switch into... Okay, oh yeah, it survives. Yeah, because Victini V doesn't really hit that hard against non-V Pokemon. So we're okay. We are okay. So with that, I can still use Gormandize here. So that's what I'm gonna do for now. We have Primeapes on our hand, so, and we have Karate Belt, which will help us to lessen the energy requirement on our Primeape. So we can just knock out this Victini V in our next turn. So we're gonna evolve both our Mankey into Primeape. And our opponent is gonna build up, they're just gonna keep building up their Heatran. Okay. I don't know what the purpose of that is, but that's fine. To each his own, right? Your strategy is your strategy, you know. Okay, so we're gonna knock out our Snorlax. So let's see here. Let's evolve into Primeape. And let's evolve this one too. I'm gonna keep building up Donphan. We can attack for 90 if we need to, without having to hurt our bench. And we can use Houndoom to just energize our Primeapes. So we should still have single strike energy in our deck. So 150 damage right now. So we will need to put one more single strike energy on our Primeape, which will knock out this Heatran. Exactly 190 damage, yeah, because it adds plus 20 damage. Since we have two single strike energy, that adds 40. And we have 3 Pokemon with damage counters, so 190. 150 plus 40 is 190. So you got to do your math, make sure that you're counting correctly. We should be able to knock out this Victini as well, because it only has 190 HP. The only problem is if they knock out our Primeape, which it is in range of it, because we have too much damage counter on it. Victini is only hitting for 100 damage, but we only have 80 HP on our Primeape. So I mean, we can use Boss's Order to get that Victini in the bench. You know what? Let's put Donphan in the bench. That's fine. I don't know why they did that. That's fine. And then they're gonna Boss's Order our Primeape back. They should have just Boss's Order. That's fine. Okay, so let's put Donphan in the active. We can chip damage at this dude. Meanwhile, I'm gonna use Ordinary Rod so that we can get. I think I'll just get these this one line of Primeape and this Fighting Energy back to our deck. Okay, we are good to go, and we can't use Houndoom to energize Donphan. Alright, I think I'll just use Professor's Research here. That way we can fill up our bench again. That will increase damage counters. Pokemon with damage counters on our bench. So I'm gonna use Earthquake. 120. So that's a good amount of chip damage to this Victini. Again, it only has 190 HP now, just like the one on the bench. So if Donphan gets knocked out, we move our Primeape in the active. with four Pokemon with damage counters on it. That's 200 damage. Plus the added single strike energy. So that's 240 damage. So that will be able to KO any of their Victini VMAX at this point. Yeah, so just a matter of time. Let's see what they do, and then we'll adapt to what they do. But for sure, we have a boss's order. We can definitely get 3 prizes on our next turn. Spreading flames? What? Why would you do that? Okay. Okay. Let's use Evolution Incense, get another Primeape, so that we can start building it up. And I'm just gonna put this energy here. I'm gonna use Bruno. We have to switch out Donphan. There's a switch. Sweet! We just discarded earlier because we used Professor's Research, but I'm happy we got it. So let's switch into Primeape. We have one more single strike energy left in the deck. Put that here. And Steam and Mad Strike to knock out this Victini VMAX. Victini VMAX. So that'll get us 3 prizes. We have 1 boss's order left in our hand. So we can just snipe up that either Crobat or the Dedenne GX, and that will win us the game. And they are weak against fighting, so we don't even need Pokemon with. We don't even need a lot of Pokemon with damage counters at this point, because we can just gust their supporter card and just win this game. So let's see how our opponent responds to this one, and we'll go from there. Yeah, but seems like we're in control here. Yep. And that's it. That's gonna win us the game. Just move Primeape in the active. Put an energy here just because. Use boss's order to get Victini VMAX for a flashy win. Steam and Mad Strike to knock out this Victini VMAX. Thank you so much for that awesome game to our opponent. Very good game, very good game. Alright, on to our next game. Yes, we'd like to go first. Let's see who we're up against here. Snorlax to start, I think, is really good. So we'll put that into the active. We have Houndour and Mankey to be put on the bench. Alright, looking good so far. We're up against a Dark type matchup here. Let's wait for our opponent while they choose their active Pokemon. Okay. Yes, they did mulligan once, but we do get an urn. Okay, we are up against Eternatus VMAX deck. This matchup is a little bit on our favor. We are hitting for weakness against Eternatus, but if they play weakness guard energy, it's definitely gonna make it a lot harder for us to deal with that, but we should be fine. So we do get a Phanpy with that Pokecom, and we are almost set up. We just need Donphan to evolve and fill up our bench with Pokemon so that we can get as many Pokemon with damage counters on it on our bench. So that's gonna be the main goal. Use Snorlax to draw as much cards as you can. Set up Donphan as fast as you can with a lot of basic Pokemon in your bench, so that when you use Earthquake, you'll deal damage counters to your own bench. And by doing that, you increase Primeape's attack. So let's see. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. We want damage counters, actually. We want damage counters on our Pokemon. So, typical setup for Eternatus VMAX deck. My personal Eternatus VMAX deck, I don't... Oh, Crushing Hammer. Oof. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, my own personal build for Eternatus VMAX, I don't use Zigzagoon, and I don't use Crushing Hammer. I do have a variant that uses that, but it's not as consistent as the Poison Eternatus that I like to play. Yeah, because, I don't know. That's just me. I'm gonna use Escape Rope. We can put Phanpy in the active, because we want that in the active anyways. And they won't be able to evolve to knock it out. If they hit, if they attack with Eternatus V, it's only gonna deal 30 damage. Although it is gonna energize the their other Eternatus V in the bench, but that's fine. We just have to draw. We just need something. We can actually knock out this Eternatus V if we had Donphan already, but we don't. Speaking of Donphan, let's put Mankey there. Evolve into Houndoom. Attach the energy. Donphan for a knockout. Turn 2. Earthquake for 2 prizes. Oh my goodness, that was a good draw. Okay, so the next problem is setting up for our... First of all, we don't have a full bench yet, so we're not gonna attack for much. Although we have Houndoom, which is good. We just basically need a Primeape. We have a Stone Energy to energize 1. If they knock out our Donphan, we promote Mankey, and if we just happen to have a Primeape and we're able to evolve it, okay, they're gonna Marnie. I actually appreciate that. I do appreciate that. So we are good. We just need an energy here. Sweet. We have a Mankey and a Professor's Research to help us to draw even more. So even if they knock out our Donphan, they don't have a weakness guard, which is, I think, more important now with the battle styles set out. There's a lot of fighting decks running around, so if you are building an Eternatus VMAX, definitely have a lot of weakness guard on your deck. Okay, so they're gonna knock it out. We're gonna promote this Mankey because it's gonna get knocked out anyways. We'll put this other Mankey in the bench and put an energy on it. We can get... We have to evolve it before we put before we use Houndoom. Okay, good. So we'll put this here. So we're hitting 150, 60, 70, 170. Yeah, we should be able to one-hit KO this Eternatus VMAX. Let's use Quick Ball and get Jinx actually. We can move 1 damage counter from this dude to our other monkey. There you go. So that's 200. Yeah, that's more than enough to knock out this Eternatus VMAX. So we'll use Ordinary Rod. We'll just get the Donphan line and these two energies back into the deck. I'll just put this here. Wait, hold on. Let's just single strike energy on this dude. And I'm just gonna attack for 460 damage. Because we are hitting for weakness, so very strong. This is definitely a bad matchup for our opponent. Okay, first off, we are only giving up one prize for each Pokemon they knock out. And another bad thing about it is that oh, they are using a poison Eternatus. Okay. But yeah, almost all their Pokemon that they're using are weak against fighting types, so we definitely have the upper hand with this one. So it just goes to show how Primeape can be a good contender. Thinking about it now, though, if we do fight against a Rapid Strike or Shifu, I don't think we're gonna fare well, since they can hit the bench for 120, and that's how much Primeape. That's how much HP Primeape has. So we're just gonna get knocked out really easily. I don't have a Mew yet on this deck, and again, I'm thinking of switching, giving up one Houndoom and putting a Mew in this deck, which I think would help out with those type of matchups. But so far, yeah, this one is proving itself to be very, very strong. Alright, our opponent is gonna use Marnie. Yeah, no matter what they do here, we have the upper hand, and we have Jinx. We could just move one damage counter out onto maybe one damage on Jinx, and that's still gonna give us 4 Pokemon with damage counters on them, and we're still gonna be hitting for more than 400 damage. So and we have a boss's order. We don't even have to knock out this Eternatus VMAX. Yeah, that's it. I can just put an energy on Mankey and then retreat, and then that'll be it. Yeah, yeah, let's just do that. Let me Bruno. That's why not. We get another Primeape evolution as well. Ominous Posture. I think I'll just move this to Jinx, and I'll just evolve into Primeape. I can use Houndoom anyways to get another single strike energy on our active, and we could just attack with this. Okay. Alright, good game. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we can go first here. Yeah, I don't mind going first with this deck. Anyways, Primeape needs 2 energies to attack. So being able to attach 1 energy at the very beginning of the game is a plus. Yeah, let's just put this Zone Energy on Phanpy. Not sure what we're up against. Okay, Reshiram. They have a Darumaka. It's kind of a weird Darumaka with Reshiram. Okay. Interesting. Let's put this monkey in the bench. Put that single strike energy on the other monkey. Professor's Research, and we get Snorlax. Let's put that there. Put Snorlax in the bench. I think I'm just gonna switch it out. Let's just thin out our hand. Gormandize. I want to leave that 1 bench space open for Jinx. Okay, they're gonna use Welder. They only had one energy. Okay. Crushing Hammer. Alright. You know what's nice about this deck build too, being single strike with Houndoom, is that hammers are not as bad, because we can just use Urn of Vitality and then we can use Houndoom to get the energy in play from our deck. So let's use Pokemon Communication here. Let's set up our Jinx and get our Donphan. Just need to switch out Snorlax. Let's use Level Ball to get Houndour. Let's use Pokemon Communication, get a Houndoom, evolve into that, and then we can use this on Donphan. And let's see, we can use Ominous Posture. You know what? Let's just Gormandize. Never mind. That's fine. Okay. So one thing you gotta keep in mind with Houndoom also is that the single strike energy has to be in the deck. So what do they got here? It's okay. Alright, they got 2 Rocky Helmet. Okay. Escape Rope. Let's see, who are we gonna put up in the active? We can put Donphan. I mean, they can start attacking with Reshiram. I just put Donphan. We have a switch anyways, so we are okay. They used the GX attack at the beginning of the game. Okay. So the bad thing is that Donphan was actually important. Okay. Well, we got Family. Let's just move forward. We'll use Rapid Strike Energy and put it on the Mankey. So now we have 2. And then I'll just use Jinx to spread this damage counter on Fampi. So we'll be hitting for 190 damage here at least. At least. You know what? I could use Boss's Order. Maybe I'll just target the Dene GX for now. Get 2 prize card for that. Yeah, Steam and Med Strike. So we'll get 2 prizes for that. We get another Mankey. That's fine. If they knock out our Primeape, we need another Primeape on our bench. Flare Strike. Okay. Alright, I'll just put Mankey in the active, I guess. Put another Mankey on the bench. Yeah, there's not much option here. I'm thinking of putting Snorlax in the active instead. We'll give up 1 prize card, but at least we'll be able to draw into our deck more. I'll use Urn of Vitality to get these back. So we're slowly thinning out our hand. And we can use Quick Ball. Get rid of the other Quick Ball. Get another Mankey. Switch into Snorlax. And Ominous Posture this damage from Snorlax into Mankey, because Snorlax will probably not survive this next turn. So will gourmandize. Okay. We don't have any basic energy because I'm thinking of just using ordinary rod before we discard with Professor's research. So what I could do is use one of the ordinary rod to get the one line of Primeape, and hopefully we draw into our other cards. We definitely need Primeape here. It is possible to knock out this Reshiram. They don't have any modification to increase its HP. Okay, nice. Let's just put Mankey in the active. Put the other Mankey in the bench. Yeah. I'm gonna use ordinary rod to just get this Primeape line. We won't be able to get any more of our Pokemon back from the discard pile. I'll just use Houndoom's ability to put a damage counter on this Mankey. Ominous Posture. Put one from Mankey to Houndoom. So we'll be doing 200 damage at this point. 240. We have one more single strike energy, but I'll just attach one there. Yeah, we have our Primeape. All right, cool. Put this, evolve this Primeape and the other one, and we won't be able to knock this guy out, but it will deal 240 damage. We were 30 damage shy. Rocky Helmet. 30 damage shy. Oof, okay. With that, I can actually... Hold on. Let's just put Primeape in the active. Put another Mankey on the bench. I can use Urn of Vitality to get these two back. We can use Houndoom to damage our Mankey. And then use Jinx to transfer one damage counter to Jinx. So now we have a full bench. And I'm just gonna bosses order this guy. And that should be good. 250, 270. Sweet! Sweet deal. 3 prizes for that. Dude, that was some good math. Full bench of Pokemon with damage counters plus the 20 damage increase with the single strike energy. We were able to one-hit KO that Reshiram. They have a lot of Reshiram, man. We just knocked out one. They have a full line of Reshiram tag team. My goodness. Alright, that's it. That's gonna be game. Oh, wait. We need a Primeape. We don't have a Primeape. And we don't have time to gourmandize or anything. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You know what? Here. Let's use Urn of Vitality to make sure we got that. We can just retreat with Mankey, put the energy on Houndoom, use Houndoom single strike roar, put this energy on Houndoom, and we'll attack with Darkness Fang for the win. Not bad. Good game. Primeape seems to always have hypertension. Good thing the blood vessels in its brain are sturdier than those of other Pokemon, so it can stay healthy despite its constant raging. Yes, when its friends are hurt, it gets even angrier and will attack for a lot more damage. Thanks to Donphan, it can help encourage Primeape to increase its power. This deck build is so strong and is very budget friendly. I highly recommend it. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.